to another edition of Voices on the Hill. I'm your host, Corey King. I'm here with the sassiest RSU dance team members, Ashlyn, Alison, and Kaity. I appreciate you guys so much for coming on the show here with me today. How are we doing? How are we feeling?
Good. Yeah.
Good?
Great.
Are we done with classes for today? Do anybody have any little lingering classes?
Absolutely not.
All of them.
All of them?
Wait, lingering as
Yeah,
in,
like today. Like,
went
do you have
on
any
forever?
No, like, do you have classes? Do you have
Yes,
classes
I did.
today?
Yeah, yes.
Do you have classes after this?
Oh, no.
Okay, good. All right, good. All right, I'm glad.
Misunderstood
Hey,
that.
that's okay. It's a little communication thing. You know, we'll push through it. We'll push through it. Two of you guys are freshmen. So two of you guys are new to RSU. We got a sophomore here as well with Alison. So talk about how this has been for you guys. New transition into a new school. You're at college now. What has that been like for you guys?
It's definitely been a lot, but at the same time, personally, I'm a little used to it. So I did Central Tech went in my hometown, and I also did TCC classes.
What is TCC classes?
Tulsa Community College. So I was a concurrent student there throughout my junior and senior year, along with Central Technology Center of Sapulpa my junior and senior year.
Gracious.
So it's kind of like the chaotic schedule is definitely what I'm used to, but it's also like a huge adjustment, you know, moving away from home.
Yeah.
But it's nice to like have your friends literally 2 minutes of a walk away.
It is very convenient. Trust me, as I will tell you. Once you get out of that, you're gone, and your friends are not 2 minutes away. It's very depressing. We don't got to talk about it right now. But anyways, so would that program be like a PSCEO? Like that's what we called it back home. Like when you take college level classes in high school, is that what that was like for you?
Concurrent. Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. I just wanted to make sure. I'm not from here, just in case you're wondering. They'll know. I'm from Minnesota.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm from a little further away.
Yeah.
So, like I was saying, when you're far away from your friends, it sucks.
Right.
Yeah.
How about for you, Alison? How has the change and the difference? What's the difference like for you?
Well, I am a sophomore, but it's been new for me here because I went to a school in Kansas last year for my freshman year.
Okay.
So there I was really far from home. I was a couple hours away. So it's been nice coming here and transitioning into being closer to my friends and family because I'm only 30 minutes from home. So that's been nice and, you know, getting out of Kansas.
Where'd you go in Kansas?
I went to Lebec Community College in Parsons.
Okay.
It's a pretty boring town. Some people say Claremore's boring, but I beg to differ.
Interesting.
Compared to Parsons, Kansas, that's for sure. But yeah,
Okay.
I love it here. I love it here at RSU. So I'm really excited that I decided to make that change.
Well, we are happy to have you here. It's hopefully it treats you well throughout the next couple years.
Yes.
How about for you, Kaity?
Yeah, it's been a lot of change, actually. So I'm from Ada, Oklahoma, so, like, we're very small. We don't have really anything around. You have to drive 15 plus minutes to go anywhere. So being in Claremore has definitely been nice if you're bored and wanting to do anything, which is great. The school, it's chaotic. Classes, trying to just get everything done, especially with dance and everything. It's really nice, though. I actually enjoy it a lot.
Okay.
So,
okay.
yeah.
And what classes do you guys have at the moment? What classes are you taking? Like, are these a lot of gen ed classes? Are you guys in your classes of major yet? I don't know if I'm saying that right, but your classes pertain to your major. That was the sentence I'm looking
I
for.
think we're all in pretty similar classes right now because we're all three nursing majors.
Yes,
So,
Yeah, so I know we're all three in microbiology right now, and I'm
Yes.
taking physiology. I'm in like 18 credit hours, so
Yeah.
some
Same.
others sprinkled in there, but
okay.
yeah.
Nursing majors, I applaud y'all to be able to, get through that. Did you guys have to take anatomy first semester here?
No.
No.
So we actually take that third semester usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kaity
Really?
and I were in Gen Cell Bio last semester
Yeah.
together.
Interesting.
And we had a few other
I was in that class too.
Yeah, she was in there
and
too.
Alison.
Awkward.
Listen, I'm sorry. Alison.
We'll hear about that.
We
off
literally
camera.
sat right next to each other too. Is what's so crazy.
I haven't had a lot of caffeine today in my defense.
I'm sorry. That was just too funny.
That's fine. Hey, we all make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? But we're family.
I still love you the same,
okay.
Allison.
Big hearts, big hearts. Yeah, you do it right. Everybody.
Oh, this way?
No. We don't.
I go
That's
back and
that
forth.
new
It depends on the
generation.
day.
That's that new stuff. We don't do that. We're here. These are hearts.
Yeah.
Let me teach y'all something. I don't know what this new. I don't know how y'all do it, but it's a mistake. I'm sorry, big pet peeve. But I've been noticing that somebody put that out to me on Instagram Reels, and I said, the audacity for these people to change what a heart is by your hands. Ugh, unacceptable. Anyways,
Pretty crazy.
let's actually get down to the nitty gritty. Let's talk about this dance because as I shared and I've shared before, I got a little dance background. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate watching you guys dance and your routines at the games and stuff. I mean, even like your stuff on the sidelines and just like the routines that you guys put together. Talk about like your background in dance and what things have you've done before, different choreographies, and that type of stuff.
So I've been dancing since I was 3 years old.
Wow.
And I did it through one local studio for a couple of years. And then when I was 5, I went to Ovations in Sapulpa.
Okay.
And I also did competitive cheer
for
a while. And I did cheerleading when I was 4 and then went from to like I was 13. But yeah, I've done ballet, tap, hip hop, my favorite, jazz, contemporary, kind of a little bit of everything.
Okay.
So
I do want to tag on this before we move down the line. Why did you choose dance over cheer?
Honestly, I just kind of got burnt out with cheer, and I just felt more of a passion for dance and saw myself going farther in dance than I would with cheer. But that's no hate. Like, I respect cheerleaders a lot. They're still amazing, just not personally for me.
Yeah, I love how you guys support each other at the games and stuff. I think that's so beautiful. Like, we'll come and like line up in front of you guys when you guys do your routine. I'm like, good. We love that little
We love
love.
it. It's so
100%.
yes.
How about for you, Alison?
Oh, yeah. Well, I've been dancing for 16-ish years, give or take. But the main difference for me is that I did pre-professional ballet. And so I was dancing upwards of like 25, 30 hours a week. Like it was intense. It was an everyday, it was intense for sure, but I loved it so much. And I have literally never did hip hop, pom, nothing until I walked into tryouts. I never even dipped my toes in the water of that. It was always like my whole life I did ballet, lyrical, contemporary. I love all the really technical things. It's my favorite. I love it. So it's been very different, but it's been cool because my whole life I thought I would hate it. I would hate hip hop because my sister danced on the RSU dance team too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a legacy.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So that's really cool. So I grew up watching her. She was on the team the first 4 years. It was even a thing here. So watching her, that was really cool. And I was like, oh, that'd be cool if I did that someday. But I was the ballerina. It was never my thing. So, but I really love it. I'm so glad that I stepped out of my comfort zone. It's incredible. I really love being on this team. It's awesome. I couldn't ask for anything better.
No, that's awesome. Kaity, it's you little fresh blood over us. It's your first year, so
Yes.
talk about that. Talk about your background and how led you to dance, because you don't go oh, I'm a soccer player and now I'm a dancer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have some type of background, so kind of talk about what that transition has been like for you.
Right. So back in the day, I did cheerleading for a couple of years. I kind of want to tag along with Ashlyn's. I definitely got bored of cheerleading. And I definitely didn't want to do it my senior year of high school. I was tired of it, and it's repetitive. And I think coming here and being on the dance team for RSU, it's just opened so much more. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just, it's like a new horizon. It's never the same, I guess is what you could say, for me at least. I've never done anything else other than this, but yeah. So it's definitely a change, and I love it so much, though. It's just very eye-opening.
Yeah. Okay.
Lots of different things all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I look. y'all have 3 different routines that y'all throw out there. So like trying to talk about like get those memorization, trying to memorize these different routines and like what that, you know, things are like for you in practice.
Well, for me, I think for all of us, it goes well outside of practice because, yeah, we like learn the routines in practice, but we get videos and we take it home and we spend hours of our own time, like putting in the work to try to memorize it and figure it out so that whenever we go back to practice, we all have it together and we're not all a mess. So it goes outside of practice for me, but now, at least with all the routines we've learned up till now, like, I don't think I'll ever forget them.
Yeah.
I really,
Honestly,
they're like burned into my brain. I don't think anything can make me forget those dances.
Which is that you see that as a blessing or a curse?
Oh, it's a blessing until I wake up in the middle of the night and I hear the music playing over and over in my head and I can't go back to sleep.
Are you
I'm
serious?
telling you, that's a real thing. I'll be
100%.
up for hours just like replaying the music from halftime and I just cannot.
Yep.
Interesting.
I can't shut it off.
Oh wow, that would be quite a lot, you know, to wake up and be like, okay, and I'm here, and I'm here. And 1 and 2.
The dance nightmares are real.
Yeah.
They
Really?
They're
really
real.
are.
really are.
What is your worst dance nightmare?
Oh, I had my first dance team nightmare the other day before a game. That I showed up and I was the only one wearing the wrong uniform and the wrong palms, and they're palms that we don't even own. Like we don't even have them, and I got kicked off of the team because I forgot, which would never happen,
Right.
first of all, but oh my goodness. And then the next day we had the game, and I was like, I had my first RSU dance team nightmare.
Yeah.
Have you guys had this moment as well?
I would say I don't really get nightmares. I think I just really get nervous thinking that don't have the routine down, even though I've done it a million trillion times.
Yes.
And so going out and performing, especially for your first couple of weeks, was terrifying. Completely terrifying.
It's different.
Yes,
it's
it
different when
is.
you're out there in those big lights.
Yeah.
Huge difference.
Yeah.
Huge difference. I kind of want to touch on this with you, Alison, because I love contemporary. Contemporary is like one of my favorite. I wish I would have did it because like it's so free flowing,
Love
like
it.
just how people move. Kind of talk about what the difference between lyrical and contemporary are.
Okay, so it's kind of hard to explain, but how I categorize it in my brain is like lyrical is like a mix of jazz and ballet, kind of like that happy medium where it's like slow and emotional and flowy and technical. And contemporary is a little bit more like upbeat, I would say. It's still in the same like plane of being very technical and focused on like your technical abilities, but it's more about like telling a story through your movement and not using your words, using your body and your emotion.
Okay.
Like being able to portray a character without using your voice.
God, that's beautiful. Ashley, do you have anything to add to that?
Honestly, no. Besides, I definitely agree with Allison. That's personally why I like contemporary more. I love like being able to tell a story through my movements and the emotions that just come into it. And let me tell you, any like contemporary song that comes on my Spotify playlist, I'm like, all right, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's figure out something.
What are some of your like go-to songs that you like that are like, yeah, I'm gonna dance to this one? Like,
Ooh. All I Want by Codaline.
okay.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh my goodness, this is a hard question. There's quite a few. I've danced to Trainwreck before
Ooh.
in ballet, and that was a good one, but that would be also a good contemporary one.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I'm not 100% sure.
I
What
got you.
a
I
couple
got you.
of others would be. I'm trying to think, but
It'll come
Billie
to you.
Eilish
Yeah.
has some good ones.
Oh, yeah.
That girl.
Olivia
good.
Rodrigo.
Happier than
That's-
ever.
Happier
Yep.
than ever would
Yes,
be.
That's a
That
great
would be
one.
such a good one.
How
You could
she
kind of
would-
mix.
Like, yeah, because you could, like, how it starts so slow and be so
Yes.
elegant,
Yes.
and then, like, being able to release and be,
Yes.
like, passionate
Yeah.
and, like, the
Right.
movements would be bigger with her, like, how she crescendos. Everyone's
Right.
heard about how she did that song. So, like, in her mic, she, like, what's the word? I want to say, like, covered it, like, has, like, something, like, you can cover where so it sounds different. And then, like, during that part when she, like, crescendos, she, like, it, like, slowly takes
Oh,
off.
that's
Really?
And that's how it gets
That's
to that
really
clear
cool.
sound.
That is so
I never knew that.
cool.
Yeah, it's super dope, super dope.
Neat.
That's
yeah,
really
I
cool.
love her. I love her that she and her brother
Yeah.
like do
Me
produce
too.
all for produce
Right.
her
Super
music
cool.
together. I think that is so dope.
Yeah.
Katie, for you, I'm curious if you had to do a solo, what song would you choose to do like a solo dance?
Oh no, I have no idea.
I feel like yours would be very hip hop.
I'm definitely a hip hop
Yeah.
sassy kind of dancer. I don't really know, if I'm being honest. I'm not very much of a music person.
Really?
Yeah, I don't actually listen to a lot of music, if I'm being honest. I really just kind of get thrown music to me, and I'm like, okay, I'll dance to this. Yeah, if you say
Fair.
so.
No,
Then y'all
that's
just
fair.
throw some turns.
Yeah.
We'll make it work.
Yeah.
I do want to pivot kind of into like practice and what practice is like for you guys on a daily basis. I know you guys, practice about twice a week.
Right.
We're talking four plus hours of practice. So talk about what kind of discipline and what kind of mindset you have to be in to, accomplish those kind of practices.
Yeah. So our practices right now are a little heavier because we're getting geared up for nationals. So we have about 2 hours of national practice before we start our game day. Then like another 2 or so hours of game day practice. So it's a lot. It's a lot to put your body through sometimes, especially for me. I've had a few surgeries on my joints. So sometimes it like catches up to me. I'm in there. I'm like, man, I feel about 40 years older than I am right now. But it goes outside of practice. Like I said earlier, all of us working really hard on our own to make sure that we look good as a team. We do independent running and stuff outside of practice and track miles for our coach and work
Track
on our
miles?
tricks.
Oh.
We
Hold
do
on.
miles every week. So
How many miles you guys put in about?
right now it's 2.5, but it goes up by a half mile every month. So it'll be 3 miles in February. So
Man, bless y'all souls. I don't know about all that. How about for us, you guys? What is practice like for you?
I think you definitely have to go into practice with a really good mindset. You can't let your outside life come into practice. You need to be focused on practice completely. And it really shows because you don't want to dance and perform like you hate everything. Like you want to show that you really enjoy it, and that shows in your performance especially during like game days.
Yeah.
And in front of everybody else. So
100%.
And it's so great to do it with like such an amazing group of girls too. Like just the other day I was in nationals practice and I was so hungry, and I on our break I texted Katie and I was like, I texted our rookie group chat and I was like, can someone please bring me a snack? I'm so hungry. And they were all like, I have this and this and this and this. Like, what do you want?
we got you.
So yeah, it's awesome to get to do it with just wonderful young women who are so just well versed in everything they do. Their
100%.
academics, dance, everything. They're just incredible people. Like in practice, outside of practice. So
And it's nice because, like, even sometimes I'm not the best at leaving my stuff at the door. And so, like, there was a couple of weeks ago I was having that issue. And, Kenna and Kenzie were able to, give me advice. And they were like, we love you. We can always talk to you. So coming into such an atmosphere of love during practice and supportiveness, it kind of just makes your worries melt away. Yeah, you're going to be, like, focusing on your stuff, but outside worries just go because you're with a group of amazing people, and that's what you really focus on.
100%. And I love that you kind of touched on that. Kind of something that I wanted to talk about as well is people who took you underneath their wing. As because you guys are young into this thing, and like when you're dancing at that level, comp nationals and game day, and there's a lot of nuances of things that like you don't know coming into it. So who have been some people on the team to be like, hey, like I would do it this way. Maybe you should try doing it this way. Who have been some people who have influenced you?
Definitely Avery and McKenna.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, I think all of the vets have done a really amazing job as us like new people coming onto the team because it can get overwhelming, especially at the beginning. It was very overwhelming for all of us. So just having them there because they're really good at not only like mothering us in a way and like taking us under their wing, but also like getting us in check when we need to be in check in practice.
Absolutely.
Our 3 captains are just absolutely amazing, and they're always there for us no matter what. They're all wonderful.
That's dope. That's dope.
Absolutely. I think they all did like really well, and they all have like their strengths and weaknesses. So especially whenever we have weaknesses in certain spots, we can go to that specific vet, and they would help you instantly. Like they would drop everything to help you, and especially that's not even in dance; that's academically too. Like if you have anything, they will be there for you.
It's so special because great teams are top down. You know, like how your leaders are, how the people are influencing at the top will reflect on how people perform at the bottom. You know, obviously the saying is like you're as strong as your weakest link.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
being able to keep making that weakest link stronger and stronger raises the bottom of the group and raises the top as well. So I think that's super dope that you guys have that that camaraderie on the team. I'm also very curious about the tryout process. I feel like, I had a friend who danced for Florida State's dance team, the Golden Girls.
Oh, wow.
And so like, I remember when she was like going through, like she was super stressed, like a lot going on. And like there's massive groups, like, you got to learn stuff really fast. You got to come up with stuff as an individual. Tell us about what that process is like at RSU.
So for tryouts, it was like we learned 2 routines, one day, one the other. One was more of a pom, and then one was one of my favorite hip hop routines. And so we learned those, and then tryout day came. We went in groups and did it. And one of the things Coach Mariah, I was told, was definitely looking for was, being a performer, being a show. So, of course, you got to pull out the facials for that.
100%.
100%, shake a little bit extra, be really big with your moves. But it was a really great process. The vets were amazing to help. And Coach Mario said it was our biggest group.
Yeah, biggest group.
How many
There
were
was
there?
a lot of girls at tryouts. They had to do like 2 different rounds of cuts. So like you made a first round, then you came back the second day. If you did good the second day, then you got back for final auditions. So you didn't even, there was already another cut before we even were in our final group for auditions. And the final group was like 8 of us. So
Dang.
So it was a really big turnout.
And there was
that's
only
nice.
5 of us that made it.
Yeah.
She only took 5.
So,
Really?
yes.
Dang.
So it
Okay,
was-
yo, yeah, we built different around here. Okay.
Yeah, we are.
I love that. Kind of like any other things like that was kind of like big for you in that moment during the tryouts for you?
During tryouts, having my sister was really helpful because I had never experienced tryouts like this before either. I'm used to like ballet auditions, and those are terrifying, and it's just all stress the whole time, like no fun. It's just terrifying the whole time. And this was so opposite of that. Everyone was so kind, and I remember at the beginning of one of the days we had to start learning how to do these tricks that everyone on the team has to know how to do. And all the vets were just hyping all of us up whenever we got our tricks, like making us feel like we were already winners, like no matter what happened, whether we made the cut or not, we were all good enough no matter what. And so going back to it being such a loving environment, that really made the audition process or tryout process a lot easier for me anyways.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
And I'm really curious about you. Like this is like you're trying out for a team that like you've never done this before. So like how did you approach it? Like where was your nerves levels at?
So I actually, with cheerleading, we had to try out like every year but our senior year for like high school or whatever, and we had to perform like 3 different routines and everything. So coming into this wasn't completely terrifying because I understood like you have to have these routines down and everything. But we got a week in high school and we only got 2 days in here. So it was like you had to take hours home, and it was definitely crazy and very scary to me. But then again, like she said, the vets, they're so nice, and they were so helpful with everything, and just like I said, they're so great with like helping you out outside of dance too. So it was very helpful.
Alice, you keep talking about ballet, and like I know how difficult ballet is, and like how technical it is, and like how good are you at putting your toe, how straight your legs are, how fast can you turn. Talk about, what those not practices, but like rehearsals were like, what those tryouts are like, just like how much different the culture of ballet compared to what you're doing now.
So different. And even whenever we first started practices up for the dance team here, I had to like unlearn some of the things that were just so beat into my head growing up. Like, we weren't allowed to yawn, we weren't allowed to cross our arms, we weren't allowed to sit down, we weren't allowed to like show that we were in any pain or tired or like anything like that. And I had amazing coaches. Like, I would not be the dancer I am today without the coaches that I had, but they were very tough on us, extremely tough on us, but it made us really good, like, to put it frank. But ballet coaches, they're no joke. Like, I could go on for hours of stories I have of my coaches, but yeah, it's super intense on your body. Like I mentioned earlier, I had 2 ankle reconstructive surgeries and then a hip reconstructive surgery, all 1 year after the other.
How old are you? Like,
yeah, I'm 20, and I had all these before I was 18.
Oh my god!
So I had my first ankle reconstructive surgery when I was 15. So it was very, very hard on my body. I still have arthritis in my ankles, like still struggling through my hip injury. Coming back from that has been really tough. But yeah, totally different culture. It's been nice to get to be on a team where it's about fun and not about your career and your life, and because that's how ballet is. You do it as a career, and that's at that level, that's it. So yeah, it's been nice to dance for fun again and not have it be so like constantly like fight or flight, because you're just terrified of doing something wrong. So that's been nice.
It is so much. It is so crazy, that feeling. Like, I had coaches like that when I first got to college.
Oh, yeah.
That, like, you were terrified.
Yeah,
of.
no. Cross your arms, get out. Get out of the studio, you're done.
You're done.
Yeah,
like, you
no.
could, you're jogging too slow. Corey, you can't even jog fast enough. Dude, like, we're in a walkthrough. Like,
no, literally.
Walkthrough.
Yeah.
Right?
No, literally.
Like, what are we doing? Like, but I think you got to be thick-skinned.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to appreciate those moments, because they shape you. And I think sometimes, we, generations, I'm not going to be like, oh, like our generation is soft, because, I'm a part of your generation. So I can't be like, I'm not much different than you. But I feel like it's an important part of coaching is to be able to like
find the balance.
Right.
You got to be hard on somebody to see where they break. But then it's that afterpiece. How do I lift you, build you back up to get you to where where you need to be? Like, I remember when I was coaching wrestling for a bit of time, and like wrestling is a sport where, like, as a coach, like, I was on the mat. So my job is to, I got to put this high school kid through the ringer. Like, I have to beat him up. So, like, I feel bad. Like, as a 21-year-old, I'm beating up on a high schooler. Like, that doesn't feel good. That's not a good confidence builder for me. But for them, and, like, I let them do moves. Or, like, if they did a lot of moves on me, I'd make sure they knew that they weren't going to get this move on me. And, like, I remember, like, one kid was super mad at me and, like, running his mouth. And I'm talking back to him, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, go again. Go again. Go again. And then finally he was like, we got done, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, man, do you have a problem with me, coach? Like, am I, like, blah, 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 blah. Like, what am I doing wrong? This, that, and that. I'm like, I still love you. Like, I hope that you know that. Like, I'm tough on you because I see a future for you. You know what I'm saying? And those are, like, coaches that you want to have. And I can only imagine, like, those are the coaches that you have at those top levels of dance, too. So I think that's super dope. I was just really curious.
Yeah, those moments, that's what makes the difference. And I'm a ballet coach now, and I coach teenagers in advanced ballet. So it's nice to get to be the best coach that I can be for them based off of the things that I went through with my coaches.
Yeah.
And, like, finding that balance for myself and my students, like understanding the line between being not necessarily mean, but hard on them, and knowing that they're worth so much, and making sure they know how much they're worth. But also, I have to tell you when you're doing bad sometimes,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
it's a tough line. It's a tough. You sometimes you fall across the line. You're like, oh wait, dang, I did say something kind of mean. That was kind of mean. Competition season. Talk about what the difference is between game day. When you got 3 different routines. When now you have one routine in front of thousands of people. Talk about that competition. Series is like. Have any of you guys done competition yet?
I did competitive dance, but I've never been to like team nationals before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
talk
Same
about
with me.
what that feeling is like, because that's coming up for you
Yeah.
guys, and this is all new for you, and like
Right.
what those practices are like.
To be honest, I'm stupid and excited. And it's also the week after my birthday. So I get to go to Orlando with my teammates and have a like mini birthday trip, even though it won't be like
For fun, but
right.
Yeah.
But it'll
It'll be
still be
fun.
fun because I'll be with my teammates,
Right.
and that's exciting. It's definitely nerve wracking. So our routine is around 2 minutes long, so it's not like your typical halftime or game day. We took a full 8-hour day and a little extra that next day to learn our routine, but it is so good. We can't
Oh,
wait to
yeah.
showcase it at nationals. So
Yeah.
come to our national showcase when we have it, by the way, because it'll be so
Super
fun
cool.
and
Yeah.
super cool. We have some awesome tricks in it. Practices, so far, we've just kind of been, reviewing, kind of seeing what we all remember, making sure we have everything in check. And we got told that tonight we're going to be really cleaning it. So it's been good though. Practicing our tricks. Alison and I have a trick together.
Ooh.
We have a couple of flips in there. So it's been really fun though. And being in the supportive environment that we do have too.
Yeah.
It's definitely a new experience for all of us. We're also going to a different competition, but we think we're going to do pretty good. So
Awesome.
we're very
I'm
much
super
looking forward to
excited.
it.
That's awesome.
Well,
It's gonna
even
be
like they would have started this back in summer if they were going to the January competition, because now
Right.
they're going to April competition. Yeah, so it's still exciting, but it's definitely like going through the entire school year.
Yeah.
So that's a lot
Yeah.
of extra practice for school year.
Yeah.
It
100%.
gets to be a lot sometimes on practice nights, because I know a lot of us work too. So it's like some nights we have
Right.
school, then work, then school and practice, then school and work, and school and practice. So especially with nationals practice added on top of it, we have to be really diligent about our grades and like staying on top of our schoolwork. Especially for us going into nursing, like
Yeah.
getting into nursing school is very stressful until you get in, because
Yeah.
it's not guaranteed.
It's just as stressful once you're in there too.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but like
It's a
thinking
lot.
about if you'll even get in is so scary.
100%.
So
No, I
get you.
yeah, we have to be really serious about our studies, and our coach really encourages that too. So
Well,
Yeah.
she even like raises our grade point
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
we're supposed to have.
because there's like the
Yeah.
minimum GPA for eligibility or whatever through the school, and then she's like, no,
You have
Yeah.
to,
You
have
at
to be
least
here.
get
We
this
are
one.
raised to a very high standard, but I do genuinely appreciate that about Coach Mariah.
Yeah.
Just because it is that tough love.
Yeah,
Because she wants us
absolutely.
to be the best that we can. She wants us to have a good name to our reputation.
Yeah.
She wants to make sure that we're doing what we need to do and still keeping a good balance.
yeah,
But we know she does it out of love. And just like what Alison said earlier, we run. That's to help our stamina and our routine. We do our tricks outside of practice and we take videos of it so
Yeah.
then we can get them perfectly down.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's dope.
I'm excited to go to Orlando though. I kind of wish we were going to Disney. It makes me very sad that we're not going to Disney.
Next
But
year.
it's okay. Maybe next year we'll get to go.
Yes.
But I'm excited. I know Ashlyn and I are roommates in Orlando because we just got
Yes.
sent out our roommate list. And there's
Dope.
2 other girls in our room, so it's gonna be super fun.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
excited.
Yeah, that's super exciting, especially when you get to go somewhere to compete. Like there's like no better
Yes.
feeling. Can you guys, I don't know if you guys know about like the judging scale, but talk about what the judge scale looks like. What are they looking for? Like, I'm kind of familiar with like gymnastics.
Okay.
I didn't do gymnastics. Let's go ahead and clarify that right now. Yeah, you did not.
Right.
Won't see me doing any gymnastics anytime soon. But I had a lot of friends in college that did gymnastics, so they kind of broke it down to me. And I'm just curious on what what things like are they looking for in a dance routine?
Well, I know they look for skills, so like tricks, performance quality, choreography is a big. I know based off of like when I did competitive dance, so like technique, choreography, performance, skills, the difficulty level,
Gotcha.
all those
That's a
things.
lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of different pieces to look into. Who's like in charge of your choreography? Is it a collective group or the captains, is the coach? Who does our choreography for RSU?
It's kind of a collective. So our homecoming routines, our captain, Regina, she actually choreographed them, and so we'll be doing those for homecoming. They're super fun. Coach Mariah's done some, and sometimes we do like collective groups. So like we bought one from a lady that does choreography, got the video for it, and then we're gonna learn it. So we do things like that too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yes, they're so
Yeah.
fun.
For nationals, we have like a choreographer come in and choreograph for us. But yeah, for game day stuff, a lot of the veterans come up with really cool things, or sometimes we pull things out of the archive. Like I know this year we've done a couple dances that my sister did, so I always FaceTime her. I'm like, "Have you done this one?" She's like, "Yeah."
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And crazy because, like you said, it's engraved in your brain.
Yeah.
So it's engraved
No,
in your brain.
no,
too.
it is. At Christmas time, because we had a game the day that I was doing Christmas with my family. So I was there, and then I went to the game, and I was talking to my sister about one of the routines that we were doing, and she was like, "Oh, it's this one," and then she just starts doing it. And I'm like, "That's crazy.
That is so
That's so
cool.
absurd," because that was like 8 years ago.
Oh.
So.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
Sorry, Abby, if you're watching this. Don't mean
We
to like
just dated
expose you.
you.
She's a doctor now, though, so I guess it's fine. She can like.
Yeah, I think it checks out.
It's okay.
That's dope. No, that's super awesome. And especially like, cause I know like family connections and the things are super dope to have and be able to have that connection with your sister, not only to do the same routines. That's super special.
Yeah.
No,
And I
so
know our new coach and my sister, they danced together for a year. So that was a cool little
really.
thing. So,
Oh, whoa,
yeah.
that's
so it's super fun.
Yeah,
Super fun to
super
think
cool.
about all the connections.
I do want to, kind of like pivot, outside of dance because, like, that's not all we do. I know that you said you guys work. So what jobs do you guys have? What things? Because I remember back in the day, I used to
Yeah.
do
Back
a
in the
little
day,
work. I
I
had to do work on the
Hike
side.
6 miles uphill in the snow.
Hey. Hey. But actually, though, because Minnesota is no joke. Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Minnesota is no joke. I remember I used to do omelets. I used to be an omelet chef at a restaurant.
Really?
Yes. Yeah,
Wow.
it was super fun actually. Like you get up there. I have 3 pans set up. I got my vegetables, my cheese, I got my meats up there. And so for me, I'll tell you a couple of different stories because it's super fun. But I used to I'd sing while I'd work because they leave and now I'm just up there by myself just cooking. So I'd be singing Bohemian Rhapsody while I'm singing. And somebody be at the table next to me oh my goodness, that was actually pretty good. And I was like, nah, thanks, and keep working. But the snow piece, we had to drive. We had a huge snowstorm. And it was crazy. It was early in the morning. I had to get my car out, dig it out, and then we had to go. And I got there, and my bosses were like, "I'm not gonna lie, we thought for sure that you weren't coming to work today." And I'm like, yeah, sweet Joanne got me here, so it worked out. But it's hard. It's hard to play do a sport. And then, do work and school, that's a lot on your plate. So just curious on, what jobs you guys are participating in right now.
So right now I'm working at the Office of Residential Life.
Ooh, fun.
So it's definitely a fun job. I've
Y'all
really
took my
enjoyed
candles.
it. Huh?
Y'all took my candles.
My roommates
Listen.
too.
I'm pretty hot about
You
it.
could have got a candle warmer.
I know. Don't even want to get started. I don't even want to get going about my candles, man. Anyways, let's move on. I'm gonna start crying.
But yeah, so it's been great. And Kyla, our director.
Great lady.
Yes, she's amazing. She's like, listen, as long as you get your stuff done, I have no problem you doing your schoolwork.
Right.
So that's really nice. I really would have loved to get a job as a medical assistant or a phlebotomist because I'm also that too.
What's a phlebotomist?
I get to draw blood.
Draw blood.
Oh.
Yeah.
Stick people.
Yeah, okay.
You got good veins?
I do have good veins, but not for you to poke.
That's tough. But hopefully I can get a job doing that during the summer
Okay.
because it's an amazing field to work in too.
You like sticking people. Got it. Okay. Watch out for you. How about for you, Allison?
I work 3 jobs outside of school, so I
She's a hustler.
I'm trying. I'm really trying. So I work at 2 dance studios where I teach advanced ballet, and I also have 1 beginner ballet class, so that's been really fun. So I teach at 2 studios, and then I'm also a server. So
Serving, so much fun.
I agree.
One of my favorite jobs I've ever did. That was
Yeah.
where I did the omelets and serving.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I love
that's a
serving.
fun title for a resume: omelet maker, chef.
I don't know if I put it on the resume.
I would.
My first ever day was Mother's Day. And it's a buffet. It's a
Yikes.
buffet.
Of course
So
Oh, goodness.
my bosses called me, and I was working another event. I was working at a track meet, and I get the call, and they're like, "Hey, like, do you know how to make omelets?" I mean, yeah, like I make omelets at the house for me. And they're like, "Oh, okay, great. Like, you can make omelets at the Mother's Day buffet because I was supposed to serve." And I'm like, I mean, okay, man. I got there, and I had a line from where I'm at to our far wall in the production the
Oh my
production
goodness.
full stacked. Like
No.
crazy.
I would
And
have quit.
I was so stressed.
Make your own omelets
And
today.
I'm like,
Yeah,
and
no
they're
joke.
like, and like I didn't have a system. Like we didn't have like a weight. Like I'm writing things down. I got to the point where I was writing down people's color of their shirt to like remember who it is. And like I burnt a couple of them are runny. And it was super funny. My old roommate, he was our punter on the team. Shout out Mike Russell and his dad, Brian Russell, came through the line, and his dad was like, he was like, if you drain the juices on the side, it will cook it. So like I started to like the way I cook omelets, a lot of people flip it. I don't flip
Right.
mine. I just like lift it up and let the
Yeah.
juice run out to the side. And then it just changed. It changed my whole perspective on cooking omelets, y'all. And it was just perfect. But like I'm trying to tell you, I was so stressed. And they were
Sounds
like,
very
"You're doing
stressful.
great. Like, don't worry about it." And the reason why they put me there is because they knew that I could like just talk my way out about anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just kill them with my charm. Winky face. Winky face. So it was but beyond stressful. But yeah, no, wouldn't
sounds
recommend that be
terrifying.
your
You're
first.
brave.
Sounds
Thank
like a
you.
work nightmare.
It was.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. It definitely
That
was.
would wake me up at night. The stress of that.
I mean, burning omelets, running omelets are probably the scariest because you're just
yeah.
like,
No, that's
and you're like giving it away. You're like, oh, I know that one was juicy.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyways,
Juicy eggs. Yummy.
but Katie, do you work?
I do not actually.
Hey, shout out you.
I had a summer job. I actually worked at Arrowhead Yacht Club on the lake, and I was
Oh.
a server over there. It was a lot of fun. Yes, yeah, absolutely. And then I also had a second job during the summer. I got my cosmetology license in high school.
Oh,
And
wow.
so I worked at a salon for a little bit, but then management was not it. So, but Arrowhead was definitely so much fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it.
Those like, so the restaurant was on a golf course.
Yeah.
So like those kind of like
Yes,
venues,
absolutely.
perfect.
So fun.
So much fun. So much fun. I did forget to talk about this, and I know that we wanted to talk about this, but dance being a sport, and I know that we have passionate feelings about it, and I'll even I got a chance to talk to you guys as upperclassmen, and they kind of changed my view. I remember I've been in many conversations where you get to talk with the fellas, and they're like, nah, this is dance, or cheer, a dance, a sport and everything, and I forgot about because you forget about what it took to dance, and especially when you're a little kid, like you're like you don't really know, and but what you guys do is so prevalent, and the repetitions and the teamwork and all that kind of stuff. So I want you guys to touch on those things, on why you believe that dance is a sport, and why, you know, our viewers and people who are watching who may not know should, you know, look at this thing differently.
I know for me personally, like growing up at such a high intense level of dance my whole life, it was so defeating for me to spend countless hours putting my heart and soul into my what I thought was going to be my career. Just for people to come back and be like, well, what you're doing isn't really a sport and it's all worthless anyways. So like, you know, what's the point? But what people don't realize is like for any sport, you know, you put your life into it. Like that is your life forever. At least, you know, for me it was my entire life. I did homeschool there for a little bit because I spent so much time dancing that, you know, it just got to be too much. And so, you know, putting your body on the line, especially for dance, like any sport, it's so hard on your body at such a young age. And, you know, we go and compete. And so putting your heart and soul into a sport for people to be like taking that away from you and like making you feel less than, when really I can never go play basketball, I can never go play football, y'all got it. I could never do any of that, but I beg to argue it's the same the other way around.
Yeah, they
you
can't
can't
do
just,
what we do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
Well,
I mean,
some of us can. It's what you're surrounded by.
Right.
Like, you know, my sister she is a brilliant actress, dancer. Like, she's trained in Afro beats, Afro dancing. So like, she can, you know, teach a class. Used to teach classes. You know, she is super talented. So like, my path was, you know, to follow her. So like, the reason why I did dance and did musicals was because I wanted to be like my big sis, you know. So, you know, shout out Cam. Love you, big sis. You know,
This is the Big Sis episode.
huh?
It's a Big Sis episode.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even put that. Man, Corey, you slow, bro. What's going on? Put it together, brother. Anyways, but yeah, like it's so cool, you know what I'm saying, to be, you know, a dancer and just, you know, what people don't know what you guys do on the daily
How
basis.
hard
And it's the
it
same thing
is.
for like any other sport, you know, like
Absolutely.
I, you know, was super naive about cross country, but I learned so much just by talking with them, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, and what they do on the daily
Crazy.
basis. So, do you guys have any, Katie, and do you guys have any other thoughts about, you know, dance and, you know, what you guys feel about it?
Yeah. I'll definitely add on with what you said. People that don't say dance is a sport don't see how much hard work, how much dedication we put into it, how much we skip other things because, no, I have dance.
we have dance.
Yeah. But, like, it's also so worth it at the same time. And the body strain thing, there's lots of, like, joints and bones that'll go snap, crackle, pop, and my parents just look at me in horror. And
Yeah.
I just smile at them. I'm like, hi, guys.
Yeah.
What's going on? You know, like,
We can pop our
this is-
joints on command.
Yes.
It's a special
Like,
talent.
it's just normal for me at this point. And so it's just, I don't know. And it's also so expensive. Like, what sport isn't expensive? Let's be real now.
All of them.
Yeah. And dance is so expensive.
Yeah.
What makes it like? Is it like the classes that are
Oh
expensive?
my goodness, yeah. Studio dancing
everything.
was so expensive.
Yes.
Like, I was lucky enough to be a scholarship student at my studio, so I didn't have to worry about it as
Slight
much.
flex.
But I mean, tuition was upwards of like $500
Yeah.
a month for some people, and then that's not including going to competitions. We're lucky enough for nationals; we don't have to pay anything out of pocket.
Right.
But you know, growing up in studio dance, you pay for everything: hotels, like airlines, costumes. Not counting registration to these competitions, which is alone is like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and then you know point shoes and ballet shoes, and you know the list goes on.
Jazz shoes are literally at least $40.
Yeah,
At least.
and point shoes are like $100, and I would go through about 2 pairs of point shoes a week.
Yeah.
So
A week?
yeah, a week.
Oh man, I want to be a girl dad. You know, I would like to have, you know, I'd like to have both, you know,
Yes.
preferably, you know. Man, dance,
Oh, and
yeah.
the makeup.
Oh yeah,
The
is-
makeup and the
That's something we didn't.
hairspray.
I would love to talk.
Makeup.
Yes, we gotta talk about
Oh.
that, please. We
insane.
that that was something that you guys had on like a little reel that we did. I'm a dancer.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
So,
mine.
yes. Talk about like the process of getting ready for a competition, a game day. Like, what
At
is that like?
least-
What that time period
At
is?
least 2 hours
Yeah,
for me.
you have to at least
2
start 2 hours before.
hours?
At least
Yeah.
2 hours, yeah.
Man, I just get up like 30 minutes, shower,
Yeah.
and maybe do my
can
hair.
And then
shower
all
in
of
like
us,
30
like,
minutes.
at least, I can't speak for all of us, but I know a majority of us are like chronic self-tanners too.
Oh yeah.
Especially because in our uniforms we wear white, and if we're too pasty, it's just
not
cute. So we have to tan at night, and then we smell like fake tan in practice, and we spend a lot of time getting ready.
It's a process.
Yeah.
I mean,
It is a process.
I remember that for like musicals. They got to put the lipstick on, they got to put the mascara on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a dude. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I'm in there like,
What's going on?
do I have to? And they're like, you have to pop. Like it has to
Right.
illuminate. Ooh, yeah.
Fancy vocabulary.
Yeah, I learned something in college or whatever. But it has to illuminate your facial features and,
Right.
and your features on your face. So, but no, man, like, I don't. How many products are you guys?
Oh no, I couldn't.
I couldn't count.
I
to
could
be
not tell you.
honest. But I
Are we
love
talking
makeup.
hair or makeup?
Both.
I love it though. Like
Well,
even outside of dance, I love hair
As a
and makeup.
cosmetologist, I use a little bit more products than I probably should in my
Yeah.
hair, but that's just on me.
Yeah.
Because you have the heat protectant, and then you have like your heat products, like your curling iron. We have to curl our hair. It all has to be the same. Like it
Yeah.
takes its time. And I mean, if you have longer hair or thicker hair, then it takes a
Definitely.
little while.
Oh, yeah.
And some girls even use extensions in their hair so that they can have more hair
Yeah.
Yeah.
and show more, and that's time in itself.
Right.
So it's
Yeah.
it's insane.
And it's a team effort getting ready a lot of the time. Like in our group chat, it'll be like, can someone please bring hairspray? Can someone
Yeah,
please bring red
absolutely.
lipstick? And then we're like
Oh,
in the
goodness.
bathroom trying to get ourselves together before the game. So it's
Yes.
definitely a team effort, but
Yeah.
I love it.
the red
personally.
lipstick, it's no.
Oh yeah,
We're
that's
challenge.
that's
It
rough.
is a challenge,
a
and it's all
challenge.
over your fingers and everywhere else. And if you have a white
Yes.
uniform, no.
Oh, it's
Don't even try.
Scary.
It's
Oh,
scary.
it's scary. And then once you put your lipstick on, you have to wait for it to dry until you can have a snack.
Yeah.
Which for me is a problem because I like my snacks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
So-
no, that's true. That's
Red
super
lipstick or
facts.
snack?
Tough choice.
It's
Tough
sad.
choice. I'm just getting a deeper respect for you guys and and like the grind that y'all go through. You know what I'm saying? Like most people don't get to experience or talk to or have the patience to or have the knowledge of what it takes to get to where you guys are at. So I just appreciate you guys sharing that with us. This is super dope. I do I got one last thing, not dance related. You can include dance if you would like to, but I like to do like a little fun game of like your perfect day, of like what that would look like for you. No schools involved, like whatever you would want to do on your perfect day, from beginning to end, meals and all that kind of stuff. Kind of tell us like what would you do if you could set up a whole day to yourself?
That's hard. That's actually really hard.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
I'll give you a little background music.
Yeah. Oh wait, background music.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna give you Jeopardy. I was about to give you jazz. I don't know. I was gonna be like do 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 do
Oh yeah.
do do do.
Get it?
No, I'm just kidding.
It's very
All right.
good. Okay. I guess for me personally, I love being busy. And so like some people would be like, "Oh, I just want to relax." I'm like, "No. I don't. Like I need to be doing something." So my perfect days, like when I think back to the days that just make me the happiest, it's doing what I love, which is like dance. I love dancing. So I love going to church. I serve at church every weekend, so I love doing that. And I do pageants and modeling and advocacy
you?
work. So I have an organization, so I love working with my organization, and those are like my perfect days when I get to just be girly and go dress shopping, do headshots, do my nails. Like, I love it. I love being girly and doing all the fun things. So.
Fun little fact. I did a male pageant
Oh,
back in the day. We'll talk. We'll
That's
talk.
so.
We'll
Yeah,
talk
we're gonna have
about.
to
We'll
come
talk
back to
about
that.
after we
That's
get done.
so
with it.
funny.
But I did a male pageant in my high school.
Love that.
That's hilarious.
Go ahead.
Let's see. So my 3 meals, I would have crepes
Crepes.
with strawberries and
You forgot the
You're a
meals.
little bougie.
coffee.
there.
Coffee. What kind of coffee? Just plain black coffee?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh,
I can't.
I thought you were
when
about to
did
say
you say absolutely? I was gonna be
I
like,
cannot
oh, wow.
do. Maybe like some vanilla cold brew or a vanilla hazelnut latte.
Oh, I thought you said you wanted black coffee. I was like,
That's-
Ashlyn, you're off the team. I don't have the authority, but like, I'm sorry, I can't.
Peace.
Red.
Sorry, I'm making the executive decision for all of us.
You gotta
Yeah,
go.
no, I cannot do black coffee. And then I'd have chicken noodle soup for lunch, and then a steak and a baked potato for dinner.
Okay.
I don't know, probably
You know what kind of cut for the steak? Just any steak.
medium.
Well, that's temperature.
Oh, well,
What kind of cut? You know, like a
Cut? I don't
T-bone,
care,
New York
like-
strip,
ribeyes.
ribeye. There you go.
I like ribeyes.
There you go.
Let's see. I don't know. I really love spending time with my family and my friends. So something hanging out with my family or my friends, you know, going around. I like antiquing and I like plants.
Oh,
So-
green thumb.
Doing stuff like that. Going to different coffee shops, doing little road trips.
Okay.
Actually, for my senior trip, my best friend and I did a little road trip ourselves.
Where'd y'all go?
We went to Texas, and then we woke up one morning and went to Corpus Christi,
What is that?
Corpus Christi, Texas,
Oh,
and the beach there. And we got up at like 4 in the morning and drove an hour there, and we got to watch the sunrise together. So maybe like going to the beach or hiking, and then I'd probably end the night off like reading my book with my 3 fur babies, my little cats.
oh. Okay.
So
I'm allergic, so like I love cats, but I'm allergic. They're so fun.
Love from a distance.
Love from
Yeah.
a distance, for real, because I get the
Yes.
sniffles.
yes, and then probably falling asleep on the couch in my house. I know that sounds weird, but like that is literally my favorite place to sleep ever.
Interesting.
I've been sleeping on that couch since I got home from the hospital, pretty much.
Oh, okay, that couch.
Like that is a
got your
family couch.
Right.
Got your
Imprinted on that couch.
Yeah. So, yeah. But
Just
that's
wait till you have to
pretty
get rid
much
of
my perfect day.
get rid of that couch.
Yeah, that's
But it's a
gonna be
sad day. I remember I had to get rid of. I brought my family couch to college with me, and then I left it in college. Boy,
Oh, that's sad.
it was
I
it
would've
was,
cried.
it was one of those days. I was like,
That
anyways.
is rough. Okay.
You forgot about your meals. Yeah.
Yeah.
she's gonna say no.
I have to tell you guys, it's really riveting information here. Okay, so perfect day. I could have anything I want. Let me walk you through it. Okay.
Oh no.
Starting off bright and early, Waffle House with a chocolate chip waffle with eggs and bacon. Maybe some hash browns if I'm feeling really, really crazy that day.
Gotcha.
Okay. Moving on to lunch, we go to Panera, and we get tomato soup and grilled cheese with a blueberry muffin. Incredible. Dinner, I'm a simple woman. Okay, a baked potato from McAllister's.
McAllister's
What's
is so
McAllister's?
good.
Oh
my goodness.
Oh, am I
I
missing that?
haven't had it.
Okay, all right, cookie.
Oh, it's
You're
so
off
good.
the
No, they
team
have
now.
like giant baked
Bye-bye.
potatoes, and these are like literally huge baked
Where are they getting
potatoes.
these potatoes from?
I don't.
Yeah,
I
for
don't
real,
ask
what?
questions. I just eat them.
Yes.
They go straight to
They have
Idaho.
the best sweet tea and
Oh,
their
yeah.
bacon, lettuce,
yeah.
tomato with avocado. So phenomenal.
I'm
10 out
gonna
of 10.
heartbreak you real quick. You ready?
What's up?
Not a big sweet tea guy. An avocado can go shove it.
Okay, I agree with the avocado, but not the sweet tea. You were.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
okay.
not from
You're
the
a
South.
northerner, so it's
Yeah,
like
I guess
whatever.
that
I
is-
guess I'll tolerate it.
My dad's a sweet tea guy. He loves
Okay.
it because he's from Chattanooga,
Oh,
Tennessee.
okay.
Yes, he a little southern boy, a little country boy. Shout out, pops. Go ahead, Ronnie. Yeah, all right, cool. I'm gonna shout out the whole family. I feel bad. Now the rest of my family be like, "What about me?"
Sorry, guys.
What would you eat for
Yeah,
dinner,
Katie.
Katie?
Oh, for dinner.
Or perfect
whole
day.
day.
Perfect day.
Yeah.
Oh,
day.
perfect day. Okay, I'd probably start it at around 9 a.m. sharp. Not a minute after.
Are
Then
you
I-
waking up? or
Yeah,
are you
waking
already up?
Waking up, like in my bed, just kind of like
Yeah.
waking up, you know? Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll get up and get ready, you know, get all cutesy for the day, put on my mascara. That's the only makeup I use. Okay. Don't do anything else.
Queen.
And then
Love a natural beauty queen.
love it. And then I would go to Starbucks and get a little coffee. I like me some lattes. Doesn't really matter which one. I just love them. And then I'd probably honestly go back home and just read for a little while. I'm really into the Red Queen right now. It's like a little series, I guess. I don't really know. It's just really cool.
Got you.
And then do a little shopping probably in the evening time, and then go to like Olive Garden or so for dinner.
Oh, okay.
And get me like a probably just a fettuccine Alfredo. And get like the breadsticks and like salad. That sounds so good.
Yeah. Oh.
And then probably just go home and watch movies. That'd be it. And that's all. I really like it.
No, that's a great day. That's a great day. Are we interested in my day? Do I have
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's hear it.
Okay. All right. So we're waking up. Interesting. So we'll probably, get this day started. I gotta have a big breakfast. I'm a big breakfast guy. I need like pound cakes. I need my sausages, eggs, hash browns, whatever you can think of. Just make it a big breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Eat well, hearty. I'm a big boy. Then I gotta let that digest, cause that's gonna be heavy on the body. But I want to get a good group of fellas, some hoopers, some real good hoopers. Go play some pickup, cause I love playing basketball and all that kind of stuff. So do that. Then I would love to come back home, chill, maybe like a little light snack or something. Then I would like to take like my family and friends and go to an amusement park. I love roller coasters. Like I love that kind of atmosphere.
Where's
like
your
if it
favorite
could be
place?
like, probably we went to this place in Ohio called Kings Island.
Oh, okay.
Fancy.
And my last name is King, so like the King family
okay.
went to
Okay.
Kings Island, and we're like,
That's
man, we
pretty
own this
sick.
joint.
Of course.
Absolutely.
But so do that, and then come home, chill, bull for a little bit, play, watch a movie, and then hop on the game with the fellas and run some good old gamey games with the guys.
I
So
have a
gas.
crazy hot take.
what's that?
I've never been on a roller coaster.
No
What?
way.
I swear.
You're
How?
lying.
I don't know.
Bro, what?
I know.
We gotta go.
Yeah, come
I
on.
know.
Let's pull up.
Go, yeah, we're gonna
go.
go. No worries.
Practice tonight.
Field
We're
trip.
going.
Sorry, Mariah.
Maybe not.
Really
maybe
can't come
not
to
during the
practice.
cold. Let's go
Oh,
when it's a
yeah,
little bit
that's
warmer.
I say spring. Let's go.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then a Chinese buffet to end the night.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying?
Okay.
'Cause, I
Of
love me maybe
course.
like a hibachi grill.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like
Oh
a
my
full
gosh,
layout, like the
10 out of
Mongolian
10.
grill, hibachi grill in the buffet.
That
They don't even
love
make
that.
those, but at mine it will be like that.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
absolutely.
For sure. I know that you guys are curious, so I will indulge you guys with the male pageant.
Yes.
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 I actually am really curious.
So my senior year, we have it. It's Mr. Wyzetta, because that's the high school I went to. They do it every year, so they vote on what guys they want to be in it. So you have to, do a talent of some sort and this, that, and the other. And I got voted on, and I was like, all right, cool. And like there were some good guys. Like there's a guy that did, he drummed. There's a guy that did magic, all that. So whenever you get suited and booted, and you go up there, and they give you a question. And my question, and like they had given us some super easy questions, like some basic, like, would you rather do like Buffalo Wild Wings or Chipotle, or some super easy ones like that. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm about to go up there and get some easy one. Boy, I get up there and they hit me with, would you rather cure world hunger or happiness, or have the whole world be happy?
Oh my goodness.
And I was like,
That is so bad.
I was like, oh snap. And I was like, no. Or was it all wars, like cure all, something like that. But I chose happiness. So I was like, I want everybody to be happy, and I feel like through happiness, it will cure all problems. You know what I'm saying?
Look at you.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah,
a
you know what I'm
passionate
saying? A little
answer.
quick, I'm a little quick on my feet. But anyways, and then we had to get to the talent. Let me tell you. So I procrastinated to the last minute. Had no idea what I was gonna do. So I was like, man, we'll just come up with a dance routine. Because my sister and I. And so I had a friend that was on the dance team. We had to do like a dance routine with the girls from our dance team too. So we did that, and then we had your routine. So I did that, and my sister and I, like, we were talking about like 2 nights before we like did the mix of music with the girl from the dance team. Shout out Emily Nelton. Hopefully I'm saying her last name right because that'd be embarrassing. Anyways, moving on. So my sister and I, like, I'm telling you, choreographed it in one night and practiced it the night of the night of the show.
Love that.
On the dry rehearsal, we went up there, and they're like, Corey, you know, do your show, do your thing. Literally was just like, y'all see it on game day. And they're like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. So whatever. So we went up there, did the show. I came out with a DMX little thing, whatever, like crazy, like stripped down into like a crazy outfit, like neon pink with like a bright orange sweater, headband, excuse me, mini shorts, leggings, the whole thing, Superman socks. It was crazy. Sister and I bust out the dance moves, like did the whole thing. My little siblings came up there, and this is like when the whip and nay was huge.
Oh
So
my
we did the whip
goodness.
and nay, and so then here come the results. So we're all up there, all the fellas are all joking around, like, oh, and I wasn't really listening. They're like, blah, 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 Corey King. And I said, huh? Like, what's going on? They gave me flowers, this, that, and the other. I thought I had won.
Oh no.
You were runner up.
I took runner up. So I'm like, oh, hey. And then they're like, okay, like, and the winner is Armand Shaw. And I was like, what? But the man did magic, like, and like he's a comedian now. He does like magic, so it worked out. It was super cool.
That's so funny.
If you guys are really, really interested, it is on YouTube.
Okay.
I will not tell you what it is, and you can try to find it all you want,
be able
but
to find it.
good luck.
girls, come on.
But anyways,
Yeah, we're girls.
Yeah.
We can find it.
oh yeah, it'll be real easy. Like it's not that hard, but it's out there. My mom still hasn't posted, so every once in a while we'll watch it. It's super funny.
so funny.
It's super cringy. But without further ado, I appreciate you guys so much. This was a blast to get to know you, get to know about dance, your personal lives. So I appreciate you guys greatly. But for another edition of Voices on the Hill, I am your host, Corey King. And for Ashlyn, Alison, and Kaity, we thank you for watching.